2.5 cups of flour, then the small tablespoon of salt. Mix them together like that. Then I'm going to add my 3 tablespoons of oil or vegetable oil. Then I mix them like that. As you can see, guys, just mix them very well so that it can make your dough soft and easy. When you mix with water, it won't be so sticky. So I have 1.5 cups of water. I'll just mix them together too, like that, as you can see. Then I'll mix them until the flour is getting together. Let's use that word, like that, so that I can put it on the table to knead it well. So that's what I'm doing. Look at what I have here. And before you put it on the table, please add some flour on the table so that your dough cannot stick on the table, and it will be easy for you to knead. As you can see, guys, I've kneaded my dough like that. You take the outer side, then put it in like that. So I'll take it back to my basin or my basket or my bucket. Then I'll put cover. Before cover, I'll put oil on top like that, so that I'll give it breathing space for around like 15 minutes. You can also give it 30 minutes here for the dough to breathe well. So I'll put cover. Then after 15 minutes, this is what I have, guys. Look at how different it is. It is bumpy and big. And if you press like that inside, it comes up slowly. But if you, for the longer period you leave it inside, the quicker. If you press it, it immediately come out. So I'm going to cut it in 4 pieces, as you can see. I've now removed in the bucket. Remember that when you put your dough, wherever you are putting it, please put some flour on top, then put your dough on top of the flour. Then cut into 4 pieces, as you can see I'm cutting. And the knife I'm using to cut, you'll see it will be very clean. The dough will not stick to the knife, as you can see. It's so clean, you can even not know that I've used the knife. So separate them into 4 pieces. Then take the outer side, putting them inside so that you can make a good round or circle like that. Just make them one by one, as you can see what I'm doing. Make them one by one like that. It's more easier, and when you're rolling, it will be quick. You won't waste a lot of time. Instead of taking one, then rolling it, then making another one, just do them quickly and all together like that. So that when you are cooking with time, you put an alarm. Maybe it's 30 minutes. It will be exactly 30 minutes. So this is what I'm doing. Then I'll start rolling my bread. Please remember that you are making samosa. We are making samosa doughs that we are going to use to make our samosa. Let's get unrolling our bread. This, guys, is not hard. Anyone can do this. You have to put some flour on your rolling stick like that. Then you start rolling your bread so that it cannot stick. The flour helps a lot. Some people use oil, but I don't use oil. I don't see oil when oil is good, so I use my flour like that. You see, even the bread is rolling because you put flour down. Without flour, it is going to stick. Then after I finish rolling all of it, I'm going to add oil on top. And each and every bread I roll, I'll add oil on top like that. But this last one, I'm not going to add oil on top. Do you guys get? The last bread that I'm putting, this one, I'm going to put flour on top because I'm going to roll it again. Look at what I'm doing. I'll make it bigger than the usual size so that when I cut my samosas, they look nice and they will be level. So that's why I'm putting flour on top. The rolling is easier, you see, and it's quick, as you can see. Roll the down and the sides like that, like that. Then after you finish, we are going to level our bread. So if you know you've not leveled the bread well, just use the roller the way I'm doing. But if you've leveled the bread well, we are now about to finish. Then we are going to cut the sides. Cutting the side is a must because you are going to level the size of your samosas. Just cut them on the sides, the 4 sides. I'm starting the upper side. I don't need that part, but if I want, I can make another samosa, another dough. Then I'll cut in good sizes, the size I want my samosa to be like that. As you can see, I'm leveling them so that when I make my samosa, it's easier and they will look the same size. Then I remove that edge. I don't need it. I don't need this part. I just remove out like that. Then that bread I'm putting aside. The 2 bread I'm trying to measure, I had put them on the oven earlier, so I'm just waiting to remove. Now I have 3 layers. I'm going to remove in each rod 3 layers. The first one I've taken, I'm putting them in a pan. I want to put them together in an oven so that they can get ready. So I have 3 layers of samosas in each rod. Let's call them rods. Yeah, the ones that I've cut like that. Just fold them like that, then put them on the on your sinia or your pan, wherever you are putting. And remember, when you're putting them on the pan, you have to apply oil down and then the upper part. This is where we are going to look how I've arranged my dough, the ones that I've cut. Then I'm going to put oil on top. I'm going to put oil on top before I put on the oven. This is simply going to make it soft and it's not going to crack when you open it. If you forget to put oil, when you open it, it is going to crack and tear. So you have to put on top the oil like that. Remember, when we were rolling our bread, the upper part we